Hello, I'm Dr. Erin Denil with Rejuvenate Life Chiropractic, and today I would like to talk about patient responsibility as far as overall care, health, and well-being. What part of this is a choice? What are we taking a chance on? And what is the possible change that can result? Now, we always have a choice in how we're going to do anything in life. Okay, I just want to address this. A lot of times we have this victim mentality that things are happening to us all of the time. Well, even the things that happen to us, we have a determination in our own head of what we're going to do about that and how we can go about solving some of the challenges that we're presented with. Okay, so you have a choice in determining your quality of health. Now, the question is, are you going to take a chance at it getting worse? It's like playing Russian roulette. We're gambling. If we know that we have an underlying problem, especially underlying nervous system disturbances that are relentless, progressive, and devastating, then we are chancing, we're rolling that dice of whether or not this is going to just continue to get worse. We have three types of things that are going to cause nervous system disturbances. They can be physical, chemical, or emotional. So let's take a look at that. Physical things would be things like slips, falls, accidents, car accidents, sports injuries, just playing sports in general. Learning to walk, learning to crawl, the birth process. Repetitive motions, where we're doing the same thing over and over and over again. Standing in one place for a long time, sitting in one place for a long time. Okay, sedentary lifestyle is more harmful than smoking is what the research is showing us. Poor shoes as well as a poor mattress. One of my patients actually gave me a good kind of analogy of what to think about this. Anything that is between you and the earth matters, okay? So the tires on your car, they matter. The shoes on your feet are going to matter. The mattress that you sleep on matters. We spend lots of time in these specific items. My patient also likes to say glasses as being important because obviously that's also between us and the earth of how well we're processing or receiving the information that would be coming in. For me, I understand that all of that is going to relate to how well our body is functioning. If our nervous system is not functioning, nothing is going to function, but very good pieces of information. Next category, chemical. Anything non-nutrient that we are putting into our bodies, period, or onto our skin can have a chemical effect on our overall body. You may have heard of the things like endocrine disruptors, or those are neurotoxins, meaning they affect the nervous system. If they're affecting the endocrine system or hormones, they're also affecting the nervous system. Where do we see these things? Cleaning products, personal care products, artificial sweeteners, any kind of stimulant or depressant like caffeine, nicotine, alcohol, GMOs, pesticides, herbicides, anything trans fats, things that are generated and are not food, okay, could be in that chemical category, as well as any kind of over-the-counter or prescription medications. They are altering the physiology of the body. Sometimes these things are necessary, right? I'm not saying that they are not. However, they can affect the body chemically. Okay, emotionally, this could be loss of a loved one or a family member or friend that is ill. It can be anxiety, fear, depression, doubt, worry. The list goes on of those endless things that people spend, their nights eating away at them, so we can't fall asleep or we wake up in the middle of the night thinking about them. Money struggles, relationship struggles. This can be with ourselves as well as someone else. And then it could also be in things like emotional abuse, which is very unfortunate for people who have experienced something like that. But these things matter. We have a choice in which of these things we participate in. We have a choice in what we put into our bodies. We have a choice in if we take care of any of these disturbances once they've already gotten there. Okay. So the physical, chemical, and emotional stressors, these are all stressors, have caused health to decline in the individual. regardless if there are symptoms present or not, okay? Symptoms are the last things to show up. It just is. Okay, we don't always notice if our oil is getting low in our car until something goes wrong if we didn't change it in time. All right, so our health and well-being, we have time, okay? So over time, we start off with our health at birth. This is also a traumatic area in which we can see nervous system disturbances just in mom and baby from the very beginning. We have misalignments, or where we have stuck or fixated joints. Again, those stuck or fixated joints aren't letting the body communicate with the brain, or the brain communicate with the body, because we have so many receptors that give us sensory information or things from our environment that come in via those pathways. We need that information to be correct in order to get that external environment. We see degeneration and damage. You might have heard of things like degenerative disc disease, DDD, or degenerative joint disease, DJD. For chiropractic school students, one of the things that we did as we were seeing these things on x-rays, etc., we'd go DJD or DDD. It just helped us get it in our head, okay? Not good things. We definitely don't like seeing that. I think bad, 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 okay? Now it's my little chant. Disease, 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 right? Degenerative disc disease, right? Will eventually lead to disease. When we're, healthier at birth, we're not going to have any symptoms. Throughout each of these categories, we're not going to have any symptoms, okay? So the most dangerous symptom at all is no symptom whatsoever. Okay, pain is the last thing to show up. It's only 2% of our nerves that carry that. So when it finally does, we've got some issues, okay, that we need to address. Some of the most dangerous of these symptoms is cardiomyopathy, heart disease affecting the heart muscle. It's the single largest killer of Americans. Heart disease category is numero uno, okay, as far as what kills people. This is a hard one because this is so easily missed, and there's so much that as wellness chiropractors we can do to support the nervous system working better, those nerves that go to the heart, as well as different supplementation as far as getting the right nutrients into the body in order to help prevent some of these things. Hypertension or high blood pressure, it's another silent killer. We just don't even know it's there. You can't feel it most of the time. Osteoporosis, this is where our bones start to weaken. We have something called Wolff's Law, which we will lay more bone down in an area of stress. However, if we don't stress our bone, like i.e. weight-bearing activities like walking, which is actually one of the easiest ways to ensure we have good, healthy bones, then we will start taking that bone or reabsorbing it and lessening it. Your body goes, oh, I'm not having any stress on it. I don't need it there. Okay, so Wolff's Law, we prefer to be active, put more bone down. Okay, now if we're putting that bone down in a joint that's not moving, then we're gonna cause more problems, and it can actually fuse together, which is our degenerative joint disease, commonly called arthritis. Subluxation, okay, is also part of this. The stress disturbs the communication within the central nervous system, causing abnormal function of the body. So I've talked a lot about those nervous system disturbances. The three biggest causes are those physical, chemical, and emotional ones, okay? So all of these things are a silent process that disturbs our current health as well as our future health. It's a big deal. Most of us think, oh, nothing's really wrong, I'm fine, I feel fine. It's kind of like a light bulb though. The old ones, not the new LED lights. But slowly the regular old light bulb is gonna dim. It's gonna go out over time, but we don't notice that it's not as bright because it was such a gradual process. The same thing happens with our health. So the question for the patient, right, it's ultimately the patient's responsibility. It's your body, it's your health, and it's your choice. Quality of this is your responsibility, and it's all based on the decisions that you choose to make. So as a wellness chiropractor, my goal is to educate people so they have this choice, so they know that there could be things going on that could be progressive and relentless and very damaging to their overall body and health. And then what we can actually do about it through chiropractic wellness care, as well as nutritionally to support ways to get movement into the body, more water, as well as decreasing some of those emotional stressors, adding things like prayer and meditation to our life. So, choice versus chance. Do you want to take the chance, or do you want to make the change? Again, I'm Dr. Erin Denil with Rejuvenate Life Chiropractic, and I hope you have a fabulous day.